Most incredible moments ever caught on camera. What happens when Mother Nature can't control her wrath? Giant waves crash, devastating wildfires rage, and a series of natural disasters strike with increasing frequency. The world is facing the raw power of nature like never before, reminding us that we must pay attention to the warnings around us. Los Angeles, a city known for its sunshine and glamour, now gripped by an unrelenting storm. A monstrous atmospheric river has unleashed its fury. Torrential rains flood streets, sending mud, debris, and even entire vehicles tumbling onto the Pacific Coast Highway. Highway firefighters are facing a dire and dangerous reality as roads vanish beneath torrents of mud, making every second a life-threatening race against nature. In Malibu, the risks reached an unimaginable level when one brave emergency responder was swept into the ocean. This is one of the most extreme weather disasters Southern California has faced in years, and the storm is far from over. Late Thursday afternoon, relentless downpours turned LA's iconic Pacific Coast Highway into a disaster zone. Torrents of rain sent waves of debris hurtling down fire-scarred hillsides, blocking roads and overwhelming drainage systems. By 5:00 p.m., disaster struck as a Los Angeles Fire Department vehicle was caught in a powerful debris flow near Big Rock Drive in Malibu. In a heart-stopping moment, the vehicle was swept off the highway and carried straight into the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, Caltrans has declared an indefinite closure of Pacific Coast Highway from Santa Monica to Malibu Pier, citing severe flooding, mudslides, and extensive road damage. The iconic highway, once a lifeline between coastal communities, is now a symbol of the chaos caused by this powerful storm. In the face of disaster, hope can take the most unexpected forms. A shopping mall in Mexico City, despite suffering severe damage from a recent landslide that left parts of it beyond repair. This construction site in India seems to be jinxed. In 2024, the bridge collapsed for the third time since construction began, and it hadn't even been used yet. Despite efforts to build it since 2015, something always seems to go wrong. In 2024, a powerful 7.2 magnitude earthquake hit Taiwan, shaking the ground and testing the strength of buildings and lives alike. One building, unable to withstand the force of nature, ended up leaning at a staggering 45 angle.
Есть, пошел. Живой, вроде живой.
Получается, напротив нас здание рушит.
A brake system failure is a serious problem, even for a small car, so imagine the chaos when it happens to a massive 400-ton piece of construction equipment. That's exactly what unfolded in this video filmed in Venezuela.
Holy Det gør det i hvert fald ikke. Nøj!
The demolition of this 52-meter silo had been carefully planned for 6 months, but when the moment finally arrived, things went terribly wrong. Instead of collapsing as intended, the silo fell in the wrong direction, causing unexpected damage to a nearby library. At a kite festival in Taiwan, a giant kite unexpectedly lifted a 4-year-old girl high into the sky. The crowd watched in stunned silence as she soared with the wind, her tiny figure floating higher and higher. It was a breathtaking moment but also a terrifying one. You won't believe your eyes. This Indian rickshaw driver is speeding in reverse like it's no big deal. No fear, no hesitation, just pure skill as he maneuvers through traffic in a way that's almost too incredible to be true. It's insane, it's next level driving. Check out this shocking moment. A car suddenly crashes right into a pizza shop, sending chaos through the storefront. It's a scene no one could have predicted, but amidst the confusion, there's a silver lining. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured. Check out this jaw-dropping CCTV footage. A woman is sitting outside a coffee shop, minding her own business, when 2 thieves suddenly snatch her purse. But what happens next is nothing short of heroic. Without missing a beat, she jumps up, chases them down, and takes her purse right back. The incident took place off the coast of Angola, where a drilling rig still waiting to start its work suddenly faced a terrifying challenge. The ground beneath its support began to erode without warning, causing the entire rig to tilt dangerously. Water rushed onto the platform, and in a heart-stopping moment, it sank to a depth of 40 meters. While docking in the Spanish port of Algeciras, a 101-meter container ship suddenly tipped onto its side, sending shockwaves through the port. What could have been a devastating disaster quickly became a story of resilience and hope. Back in 2009, the owners of this building were warned to check its condition and make necessary repairs. Over the years, cracks and structural issues were found repeatedly, but despite the ongoing concerns, the building was left standing. Then, in April 2023, the inevitable happened. A 3-story parking garage collapsed under the weight of the cars on the roof.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಒಂದು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ
ಎರಡು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಅದೇ ಕಡೆ ಕೇಳಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ
This blast furnace had just undergone major repairs, and everything seemed set for its return to operation. But as preparations were underway, disaster struck. A massive surge of molten iron erupted. Fortunately, the crew reacted quickly and no one was injured. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for the Franklin fire burn scar, where unstable hillsides are at high risk of collapse.
Alright, I'm standing on New York Drive.
In the areas scorched by last month's devastating firestorms, the ground is no longer able to absorb water, making flash floods and mudslides almost inevitable. And sadly, that's exactly what happened. Mudslides have been reported across the region, including on Mulholland Drive, Outpost Drive in the Hollywood Hills, and in the Eaton fire burn scar in Altadena. Sierra Madre and Pasadena are also facing widespread flooding and debris flows, with emergency crews struggling to keep up. This is not the first time Los Angeles has faced such destruction. Back in 2018, the city experienced a similar storm that triggered catastrophic mudslides in the wake of the Thomas Fire. That storm led to the deaths of at least 23 people and left dozens more injured. Entire hillsides collapsed, burying homes and cars in the mud, leaving a scar on the community. Adding to the chaos, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect, bringing wind gusts of up to 60 mph.
Because I want to be careful if any mud starts sliding down. But look, what I was just showing you earlier, we're actually seeing rocks coming down into this.
Holy shit.
Adding to the chaos, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect, bringing wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour.
The worst of the flooding began around 1:30 p.m. Thursday, and since then, it's only intensified as rainfall rates continue to climb. By 4:00 p.m., the National Weather Service had issued a flash flood alert for Pacific Palisades and surrounding areas.
Start coming through here, they can clog the tunnels where the road goes over top the channel. That could be a very big problem in many of our canyons. Please.
That's the work that we have to do. And we will change that.
And I know people so.
This kid has Spider-Man level skills. Watch as he defies gravity, hanging on the wall with both hands like it's absolutely nothing. This guy was just chilling in the water, lying down, completely relaxed when suddenly, the police rushed in, thinking he was dead. They tried to drag him out in a panic only to be hit with a big surprise. He was very much alive. Turns out, he was just taking a nap. When you park your car like an idiot, you might lose more than just a parking space, you could lose a corner too.
Ну да, по-другому никак. Дядя психанул, порвал как тузик тать. Вот так паркуются у нас в Бескудниково.
This guy was running from the police when plot twist his car suddenly slips off the road and crashes into the bushes. In an instant, he accidentally escapes the chase and manages to sneak away. Look at this! A self-driving delivery truck, fully autonomous, equipped with sensors and navigating the roads all on its own. It's not science fiction, it's the future of transportation, and it's here. In China, you can mine without ever leaving your desk. Talk about working in comfort. Lightning strikes with incredible force, completely destroying a tree in just seconds. Imagine this: you're late for work, and your boss asks, "Why are you late?" Well, don't worry. You've got the perfect proof. Just show them this video. Look at this hilarious moment. Two groups of penguins heading in completely different directions, but when they collide, chaos ensues. Some of them get totally confused about which way to go. One of the hardest hit locations is Duke's Malibu, the beloved oceanfront restaurant that narrowly survived the recent wildfires. Now, it's facing a new challenge. Floodwaters and debris are threatening this iconic establishment. Massive flows of mud and rocks have overtaken the highway right in front of the restaurant, with the crew working tirelessly to clear the road and protect the building from the rising danger. But even as nature throws everything it can at them, there's hope. Experts say burn scars are especially vulnerable to extreme rainfall after wildfires scorch the land. When fires ravage the area, they destroy the vegetation that usually holds the soil in place. Even worse, the intense heat bakes the ground, making it hydrophobic, meaning it repels water instead of absorbing it. When heavy rains finally arrive, the result is catastrophic. Entire hillsides collapse, unleashing a deadly mix of mud, rocks, and debris that swallows roads and anything in its path. The numbers show just how dangerous these conditions can be, highlighting the real and present risks of living in fire-affected areas.
Yes.
These road cracks look serious, which is why all workers at this construction site in China were evacuated immediately. Heavy rains caused the road to collapse, sending cubic meters of asphalt and soil plummeting into the pit below. Imagine being in a small metal box on the 45th floor when a fire suddenly breaks out. It's a nightmare scenario. But the operator of this crane in New York didn't have to imagine, it was his reality. When he realized he couldn't put out the flames with an extinguisher, he made the quick decision to evacuate. As the fire spread, the situation grew more intense, and eventually, the 16-ton load in the upper section of the crane collapsed, crashing into a neighboring building. This video was taken in Japan in 2023, showing a rocket engine blowing up during a test. It's an intense moment, with the powerful explosion capturing the sheer force of the event. But here's the silver lining: luckily, no one was hurt. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. We've got plenty more exciting videos coming your way.